Most of us spend more hours sitting than sleeping, and your tailbone is the part of your body quietly paying for it. Here's the thing. When you sit, the entire weight of your upper body funnels into two small bones at the base of your pelvis and straight into your coccyx. That pressure is what becomes sciatica flare-ups, tailbone pain, and that dull lower backache that shows up around 3 in the afternoon. A flat foam pad won't solve it because the issue isn't softness, it's weight distribution. The 7 cushions here each attack that from a completely different angle, from carbon-infused memory foam to cooling gel layers to contours that physically reposition your pelvis while you work. All the links are down in the description, so let's dive in. Starting with the Cushion Lab Pressure Relief Cushion, which is less a pillow and more a posture machine. The back end uses a split-design Coccyx suspension that pulls your weight off the center of your pelvis and pushes it out toward your hips and thighs, so your tailbone is basically floating in midair. Inside is a patented extra-dense memory foam infused with charcoal, which does a fantastic job of neutralizing odor buildup over months of daily use. What really sells it are the raised side bolsters, the ones everyone calls bunny ears, that keep your hips centered instead of sliding around. The whole thing is wrapped in recycled polyester with a built-in carry handle. This foam is dense, and for the first week or two, it feels almost stubborn. But that's the point. It isn't trying to feel like a marshmallow, it's training your body out of a slouch. And once it molds to you, the payoff is enormous. If you're a heavier user past 220 pounds, keep watching, because there's a better fit for you further down. And be ready to raise your chair a notch, since this genuinely lifts you. Where that one is clinical correction, the Everlasting Comfort Cushion is pure, no-nonsense comfort. This is the classic ergonomic U-shaped cutout done right, filled with premium pure memory foam that softens using nothing but your body heat, so it conforms to your exact shape as you sit. The cutout lets your coccyx hover completely free of the seat, and the relief when you first sit down is instant. The real headline, though, is the lifetime replacement guarantee, and that matters more than it sounds, because foam breakdown is the #1 failure point in this category. Every memory foam cushion eventually flattens after 12 to 18 months of hard daily use. The difference here is that when it does, they replace it. The low-profile shape also slips into a car seat without changing your driving position. Pure memory foam is an insulator, so it holds warmth. If you run cold, you'll love it, and if you sit in a hot office in July, one of the gel options coming up will suit you better. That takes us straight to the ComfiLife Gel Enhanced Cushion, the direct answer to that heat problem. It's a hybrid, a firm high-density foam base topped with a solid layer of thermal cooling gel that pulls warmth away from your body instead of trapping it. And the gel earns its keep in a second way nobody advertises. It absorbs road vibration. Picture a 6-hour highway drive, hands at 10 and 2, all those tiny chassis vibrations that normally travel up your spine and leave you stiff at the gas station. The gel just eats them. Add the aggressive textured rubber base that refuses to slide on leather seats and the sewn-in carry handle. And this becomes the cushion you drag from kitchen chair to car to office. It sits firmer than classic foam, so you won't get that plush sinking feeling. And it adds close to 3 inches of height, meaning you'll readjust your seat relative to the wheel. Compared to the Everlasting Comfort, you're trading softness for cooling and structure. And for drivers, that's a trade worth making every single time. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the SitCushion tackles a flaw almost nobody in this industry will admit. Most seat cushions are simply too small. 20 inches wide, 18 deep, and a genuinely wild 5.5 inches thick, it offers around 15% more surface area than the industry standard, so your thighs never spill over the sides and you never get that awful feeling of falling off the edge. The core is carbon-infused high-density memory foam built to survive daily punishment from users well past 250 or even 300 pounds without bottoming out. No straps to snap, just a very high-friction rubber backing. My favorite touch, it usually ships with a spare breathable cotton cover, so you're never sitting on a bare cushion on laundry day. Fair warning, 5.5 inches is a lot of cushion, so you may need to raise your desk and monitor to match your new hip height. But there's a hidden bonus shorter drivers discover by accident. Because the foam refuses to flatten, it works as a permanent booster seat, lifting you up to 3 real inches and transforming your view over the hood and mirrors. 2 cushions in 1. If the SitCushion is a tank, the CushZone goes the opposite direction. This one is built around instant sensory comfort rather than rigid orthopedic correction. The top layer is cooling thermal gel that pulls heat away the moment you sit, so no more swamp back during a marathon gaming session. And underneath sits a softer, more luxurious foam that compresses fast and cradles rather than confronts. The cover is a mesh and velvet-style blend that feels lovely, and the whole thing weighs about 2.1 pounds, flexible enough to stuff in a backpack. Picture a transatlantic flight in economy, hour 7, the seat foam long since surrendered, and you pull this out of your carry-on. That's the moment it pays for itself. It's a soft cushion by design, so if you're on the lighter side and standard orthopedic foam feels like sitting on a plank against your bones, this is your pick. Heavier users chasing firm structural support will be happier with the SitCushion or the one coming next. Speaking of which, the Gleewarm Extra Large Cushion is the industrial-grade option, and it's outstanding engineering. It uses a triple zone W plus M plus U contour. The W at the front spreads pressure across your thighs, the U in the middle protects the perineum, and the M at the back locks your pelvis and the base of your spine into strict alignment. Instead of a heavy gel layer, the foam is drilled with 24 active air channels that let body heat escape vertically, so you get ventilation without any surface stiffness. The core is commercial-grade 1.8 density foam rated for 80,000 compression cycles, roughly 5 years of real use, with only about 3% height loss, 19.69 inches wide, so wider thighs stay fully supported. Think of a dispatcher or a long-haul trucker, 12 straight hours in the chair, no chance to stand, and this thing simply does not give up. The contour is strict, though. It's the cushion equivalent of a very serious yoga instructor. There's one correct way to sit, and it will politely insist on it. So if you're a leg crosser and a fidgeter, the Cushion Lab or the CushZone will let you move more freely. Which leaves the 5 Stars United cushion, the one that skips lifestyle marketing entirely and goes clinical. It carries an official endorsement from the American Chiropractic Association, meaning it's been independently evaluated against professional standards for spinal health and alignment. The core is a medium-high firmness thermoreactive foam that stays almost unyielding until your body heat lets it give, millimeter by millimeter, precisely to your bone structure. There's also a donut variation, and this is the important part, engineered to lift all pressure off the perineum, prostate, and pelvic floor, which makes it a lifeline for postpartum recovery, hemorrhoid relief, and anyone healing from a tailbone fracture. Materials are Wicotex certified, so nothing harsh sits against your skin all day. It arrives firm, and it asks for 1 to 3 weeks of patience while the foam breaks in and your spinal muscles unclench. Push through that window, and the pain relief is on another level. So how do you choose? If you're a heavier or taller user, go with the SitCushion or the Gleewarm, because standard foam will collapse under you, and those two absolutely will not. If you overheat easily or drive for a living, the ComfiLife is your gel-cooled, vibration-killing pick. For clinical recovery, postpartum, or acute pelvic pain, the 5 Stars United Donut is the obvious call. If you work from home and your posture has gotten sloppy, the Cushion Lab will fix that whether you like it or not. If you're lighter, sensitive to hard foam, or want something to travel with, the CushZone is a joy. And if you want a proven, budget-friendly starting point backed by a lifetime replacement guarantee, the Everlasting Comfort is the safest bet on this list. All the links are in the description below. If a chair has been ruining your back, tell me about it in the comments. See you in the next one.